I laid this out in some earlier videos that vast quantities of aid were brought in January and February, and then Israel cut it all off. And the storehouses of aid are starting to run out under intense pressure from the Americans. But just last week, Israel started allowing humanitarian aid trucks to go into the northern part of the Gaza Strip where Hamas is still in control. And what you see here in this report from Tamir Morag is that the Israelis have put some mechanisms in place to be more effective at preventing Hamas from getting hold of the aid themselves. They've included drones that accompany the aid trucks. This allows them to track the aid, to see the Hamas people maybe coming out of their hiding places, and help the Israelis deal with the problem of Hamas seizing control of the aid. I laid this out extensively in my last few videos. Now, all of this is happening on the eve of Israel implementing its new system for the distribution of humanitarian aid. There will be 4 distribution centers, 3 of them in the southern part of the Gaza Strip by the Morag corridor, and 1 of them at the Netzarim corridor in the middle of the Gaza Strip. Aid will only be available to Gazans in these distribution centers. These are areas that are under full security control of Israel, of the IDF, and the distribution will be carried out by private American contractors who are working with the Israelis. And this will have the dual result of feeding the Gazan population, obviously. Also, it will deprive Hamas of its resources, both the resources from the aid itself, the money they make from the aid, and most importantly, it will deprive Hamas of their governing ability, not just because they don't have the resources for it, but because the people will be evacuating, moving into the humanitarian zones controlled by the Israelis, where they will get the aid. Hamas will simply lose the people they are governing.